When I left the Protestant ministry, I really wasn't thinking about where am I going to get a job, how am I going to live. The truth is, I had been thinking so hard about this. It had been such a struggle, and I had become so convicted of the truth of the Catholic faith that at that point, that's all that was on my mind. I had to get in. And leaving my Protestant church was more like running out of a burning building. It was this sort of relieving pressure. I had to go. It was only later on that the reality began to sink in that what I had done was hard. I got a job waiting tables at the time, and I remember I was standing in the kitchen of the restaurant folding napkins one day, and I was thinking about Martin Luther and John Calvin. I was working out some theological issue regarding the Reformation, when suddenly I heard someone screaming at me, and I turned to my right, and there was my manager. She had walked into the kitchen, and she was literally screaming at me to fold napkins faster. And I remember thinking to myself, what have I done? Another story that's maybe not as funny, but Christmas Eve of 1996 came, and as the senior pastor of a church, I had been with my family on Christmas Eve every year. Well, Christmas Eve of 1996, I was waiting tables at this restaurant, and I remember my wife and my children had to come down to the restaurant so that I could wait on them and we could be together on Christmas Eve. It was through situations like this that over the time I began to realize that, wow, what in the world did I do? And it was hard to get a job. I mean, you have a master's degree in theology. It was worth absolutely zero in the business world. So I remember going out to breakfast with a priest one day of a large parish and sitting across a table, and I was literally shaking. And I basically said, Father, you're the pastor of a large congregation. You have got to know someone who owns some kind of company, who needs someone to do something. Please help me. I need a job.